Bharatiya Janata Party President JP Nadda hits out at the Congress, saying due to the misadventures of one dynasty, India lost thousands of square kilometers of land. Says one dynasty interests are not India's interests and relaunch of the Sanand for the nth time can wait. Party spokesperson Samit Patra says the Indian Army thwarted the attempts of the Congress and the Nehru-Gandhi Vadra family to give away Siachen to Pakistan. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh says if there are any questions on India's sovereignty and territorial integrity, its resolve to protect its interest at any cost cannot be doubted. The Raksha Mantri attends the Victory Day parade along with Indian marching contingents in Moscow. Army Chief General MM Naravane is in Ladakh on a two-day visit to review the overall military preparedness and ground situation at the line of actual control. The Chief of the Army Staff visits forward posts in eastern Ladakh area, commends troops for their high morale and exhorts them to continue working with zeal and enthusiasm. Rain lashes national capital Delhi and the NCR, bringing relief for people from heat and humidity. Weathermen say monsoon has kept its date with the Delhi NCR of 25th of June as predicted, and the arrival of the monsoon will be declared tomorrow. Ayush Minister Sripad Yesonayak says any medicine for COVID-19 has to come to Ayush Ministry for its approval. Says nobody should advertise any medicine without prior approval and permission from the Ayush Ministry. Says we will look into the report and permission will be given accordingly. National capital Delhi records highest number of COVID-19 cases in a day to almost 4,000. Lockdown imposed in 11 wards of Guwahati in Assam after a sudden surge in the COVID-19 positive cases without any travel history. Intense lockdown imposed from today in Madurai in Tamil Nadu till 30th June. India's recovery rate from COVID-19 improves to over 56% with more than 2.58 lakh patients being cured and discharged. The active cases cross 1.83 lakh with 14,476 fatalities. The ICMR advises all the state governments, public and private institutions and hospitals to scale up the COVID testing. The global cases rise over 92.63 lakh with over 4.7 lakh deaths the world over. Hello and good afternoon. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. A top story: the BJP National President JP Nadda has launched a scathing attack on the Gandhi family and the Congress party. And without naming anyone, he said on Twitter that, I quote, one royal dynasty is asking questions to the government and accused its followers of peddling the fake narrative. And speaking about the Congress's stand of repeatedly questioning the government over handling of border issues at recently held all-party meeting where the rest of the opposition extended support to the government, he also said, I quote again, it is the opposition's right to ask questions. The all-party meeting saw healthy deliberations with several opposition leaders giving their valuable inputs. They also fully supported the centre in determining the way ahead. One family was an exception. Any guesses who? Unquote. And the BJP president also said, I quote again, a rejected and ejected dynasty is not equal to the entire opposition. One dynasty's interests are not India's interests. Today, the nation is united and supportive of our armed forces. This is the time for unity and solidarity. The relaunch of the Sanand for the 9th time can wait. Unquote. The BJP president also shared the response of the then Union Minister R.S. Chaudhary in the Rajya Sabha in 2012, in which he had admitted that both Pakistan and China were illegally occupying the Indian territory. While sharing a clip of Chaudhary's remarks in the Rajya Sabha, he said, I quote, due to the misadventures of one dynasty, we lost thousands of square kilometers of our land. The Siachen glacier was almost gone and much more. No wonder India has rejected them, unquote. And senior BJP leader and party spokesperson Sanbit Patra has lambasted the Vadra Gandhi family for giving up over 78,000 kilometer land of the Indian territory to Pakistan and China. He lashed out at the government under the leadership of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh that the dynastic politics during their tenure ended up ceding Indian land.
43,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर के विषय में अभी प्रधानमंत्री जी के चिट्ठी में बात हुई थी, जिसको लेकर मां बेटे रोज सवाल पूछ रहे हैं। मैं आज हिंदुस्तान से सवाल पूछ रहा हूं। 78,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, ये सवाल नड्डा जी की तरफ से आज समस्त हिंदुस्तान मां बेटे से, बिकॉज दे आर डायनास्ट्स, और इन्हीं मां बेटे ने भ्रम की राजनीति, भ्रमजान फैलाया है। मां बेटे ये जवाब दे कि आपके परिवार ने, क्योंकि जितने भी मुख्यतः ये ट्रीटी साइन हुई है आपके परिवार या आपके परिवार के नीचे जिन लोगों ने काम किया है उनके द्वारा किया गया है, क्यों दिया 78,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर की जमीन आपने?
And addressing the media, the BJP spokesperson also said that the Indian Army had thwarted the attempts of the Congress and Nehru Gandhi Vadra family to give away Siachen to Pakistan.
सियाचिन को पाकिस्तान को देने की सारी बात तय हो चुकी थी, किंतु आज मैं इस प्लेटफॉर्म से आर्मी को साष्टांग प्रणाम करता हूं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी आर्मी को साष्टांग प्रणाम करती है कि डायनास्टी ने, मां बेटे ने, नेहरू गांधी वाड्रा परिवार ने यह तय कर लिया था कि सियाचिन की भूमि भी पाकिस्तान को दे दी जाए, किंतु आर्मी ने इंटरवीन किया, आर्मी ने गुहार लगाई, आर्मी ने इस पे ऑब्जेक्शन दिया, और आर्मी के जनरल का नाम भी यहां मौजूद है, आर्मी चीफ जनरल जे सिंह, उनके कहने के पश्चात इस डील को स्क्रैप किया गया। उल्टी लटक गई थी कांग्रेस पार्टी की जमीन देना है। यह महानता है आर्मी की, यह महानता है आर्मी की कि आर्मी ने हमारे जमीन को बचाया।
Sanbit Patra also said the royal family was behaving like a property dealer since the inception of India.
They were behaving as property dealers. Let me not mince my words today to state that this particular royal dynasty clan, the Vadra clan, was behaving as a property dealer since inception of India, and the family was giving out land to China. ये जो परिवार है जिसको वाड्रा परिवार के नाम से आज जाना जाता है, शुरू से ही जब से भारतवर्ष आजाद हुआ है इस परिवार ने एक प्रॉपर्टी डीलर के रूप में बिहेव किया है। इन्होंने हिंदुस्तान की जमीन को दूसरे देशों में बांटा है। 78,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर की जमीन इन्होंने चीन और पाकिस्तान को दिया है।
Moving on now, the historic Victory Day parade is being held at Moscow's Red Square to commemorate the 75th anniversary of victory in the Second World War. The parade was organized to honor the heroism and the sacrifices made by the Russian and other people. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh is representing India at the Victory Day parade. This year's parade comes during an unprecedented global health crisis, and the event had to be rescheduled from its original date on the 9th of May to 24th June today. The military personnel from 13 countries are participating in the Victory Day parade. A tri-service 75-member Indian military contingent is also participating in the Victory Day parade along with the Russian contingent and other invited contingents. The Indian participation in the Victory Day parade is a mark of tribute to the great sacrifices made by Russia and other nations in the Second World War, in which Indian soldiers also participated and made supreme sacrifice.
Nationalities from all the Union that defeated Nazism. Millions of people of different nationalities from all the republics of the former Soviet Union, both on the front lines and on the home front. In Sparta of the...
And earlier on Tuesday, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh said if there are any questions on India's sovereignty and territorial integrity, its resolve to protect its interests at any cost cannot be doubted. Raksha Mantri, who is on a 3-day visit to Russia, held bilateral talks with the Russian Deputy Prime Minister. Rajnath Singh has expressed confidence that the two nations will expedite defense deals.
यह हमारी खास दोस्ती का एक यह प्रमाण है। पैंडेमिक की सभी कठिनाइयों के बावजूद हमारे बाइलेटरल रिलेशंस डिफरेंट लेवल पर बने हुए हैं। हम हमारे प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के इन्विटेशन पर हेज एक्सलेंसी प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ रशियन फेडरेशन व्लादिमीर पुतिन के इस वक्त भारत आगमन को लेकर भी हम काफी उत्सुक हैं। भारत और रशिया का एक स्पेशल एंड प्रिविलेज स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप वाला रिलेशनशिप है। हमारा डिफेंस रिलेशनशिप इसका एक महत्वपूर्ण पिलर है। मुझे भरोसा दिलाया गया है कि ऑनगोइंग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स को मेंटेन किया जाएगा और न केवल मेंटेन किया जाएगा बल्कि उनको और तेजी से कम समय में पूरा भी किया जाएगा।
Army Chief General MM Naravane is in Ladakh on a 2-day visit to review the overall military preparedness and the ground situation at the line of actual control. On the second day of his visit, the Army Chief visited the forward areas in eastern Ladakh and reviewed the operational situation on the ground. The Army Chief commended the troops for their high morale and exhorted them to continue working with zeal and enthusiasm. Earlier, the Army Chief interacted with the injured soldiers at the military hospital in Leh. He inquired about their well-being and treatment at the hospital. And let's now go across to our correspondent Amritpal Singh, who is joining us from Leh. Amrit, good afternoon. Of course, you are there tracking all the on-the-ground developments as they take place. An important visit there of the Army Chief to Ladakh. There, of course, a morale-boosting exercise, but also very important agenda that's there on his visit.
That's right. The Army Chief is primarily here to take a review of the operational preparedness of the Army, and secondly, meet the local commanders on the ground. As you know, Nancy, there has been a change in the rules of engagement. Now local commanders are authorized to take a decision whether if the situation so warrants to fire if the situation gets out of hand, to protect the lives of the troops and also to guard the territorial integrity of the country. So now the Army Chief is visiting the forward areas, meeting the troops on the ground. That acts, one, as sets the clear direction for the ground commanders, that under what situations they act, and also is a morale booster for the troops. So when he met the troops today in the forward areas, he exhorted them to continue working with zeal and enthusiasm. Yesterday at the military hospital, when he met those injured, the troops who were injured in the face-offs with Chinese troops, whether at the Pangong TSA or the Pangong Tso or the Finger area or the Galwan River Valley, he basically gave them a pat on their back for having displayed exemplary courage, and even gave them commendation cards. It's called the COAS commendation, and it's a great honor for any, it's generally given for appreciation of exemplary duty, the Chief of Army Staff commendation. So he distributed, he gave away these commendation cards to these gallant soldiers, and sources tell us that these soldiers told the Army Chief in their interaction with him that they were raring to go back to their posts when they get well. So it's both a morale-boosting exercise when he meets the local commanders and troops posted in the forward areas, and also a review-taking of the operational preparedness of the Indian Army.
Absolutely.
Nancy?
All right, Amrit, thanks very much for joining us for the moment and sharing all those inputs. Thanks very much. We'll, of course, be keeping a very close track on developments on that front. And in a major success to grenade attack case on the police post Putka, Sopore police along with 52 Rashtriya Rifles and CRPF have busted a terror and LET terror module. The security forces have also arrested 4 terror associates. These 4 associates have confessed during the interrogation that they were involved in the grenade attack on directions of the LET as a test for them to join the terror ranks of the LET organization. Security forces have received inputs about the presence of terror associates, after which they launched a joint search operation simultaneously in different locations at Mukam Potka and Chanpora Athura. All the 4 arrested were in touch with the terrorists through social media. Further investigation in the case is underway. And news now on the weather front. Monsoon has set foot in various states in the country, including Rajasthan, Uttarakhand and parts of Uttar Pradesh, including Ghaziabad and Aligarh. Although the national capital and its adjoining states have already received rain showers, the Met Department has predicted that the monsoon is expected to approach Delhi, Haryana and the remaining parts of Uttar Pradesh till Thursday.
दिल्ली में जो है वर्षा जो हम चूंकि हम मॉनसून को डिक्लेयर करने के लिए सुबह आज 8:30 बजे तक की वर्षा को लेते हैं तो 8:30 बजे तक दिल्ली में वर्षा नहीं आई थी। हालांकि उसके बाद में उसमें दिल्ली में भी कुछ हिस्सों में वर्षा मिली और वेस्ट यूपी के भी कुछ हिस्सों में आज हमें वर्षा मिल गई है। तो ये मान के चले अगले 24 घंटों में बाकी के जो हिस्से हमारे पश्चिमी यूपी के और दिल्ली के और कुछ और हिस्से जो है पंजाब में उनमें वर्षा मिलेगी।
In news now from Gujarat, a massive fire has broken out at a factory in Gujarat Industrial Development Corporation in Sanand area of Ahmedabad. Initial reports suggest that the fire erupted in a factory manufacturing disposable hygiene products. Rescue operations are being carried out on a war footing. Over 24 fire brigades vehicles have reached the spot and efforts are underway to control the fire. So far, there is no report of any casualty.
शॉर्ट सर्किट के द्वारा जो बच्चों को डायपर बनाते रहे थे उस कंपनी में जो कॉटन का मटेरियल था इसमें आग लगी थी और आग की जो विंड डायरेक्शन से इतनी बड़ी सेंसिटिविटी हो गई कि आग कंट्रोल में नहीं रही। लेकिन आसपास GIDC का, अहमदाबाद का और दौड़का बावड़ा का सभी 24 फायर ब्रिगेड बुला लिया है। कोई जाना नहीं है, कैजुअली नहीं है। अभी तो जो आग की फैक्ट्री बहुत बड़ी है इसलिए आग की 3-4 घंटे तो लगेंगे।
The Ayush Ministry has asked the Patanjali Ayurveda Limited to provide at the earliest details like the name and the composition of the medicines being claimed for COVID-19 treatment. The Ayush Minister Shripad Yesso Naik has said that any medicine for COVID-19 has to come to Ayush Ministry for its approval. The Ayush Ministry has directed the company to stop advertising and publicizing such claims till the issue is duly examined.
कोई भी व्यक्ति मेडिसिन का वो साइंटिफिक वैलिडेशन कर सकता है अपने अपने हॉस्पिटल में या अपने अपने कहा और इसके बाद में वो सब डिटेल जो है तो आयुष मंत्रालय को भेजना पड़ेगा कंफर्मेशन के लिए। ये तो रूल था। इसी के मुताबिक हाँ बहुत खुशी की बात है नया मेडिसिन उन्होंने तैयार किया है और जो तैयार किया है वो आयुष के पास आना चाहिए। इसके पहले किसी ने उसका एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं करना चाहिए, हमारी बात है। इसलिए हमको कहा कि आपका जो कुछ आपने किया है वो पेपर यहाँ भेज दो, वो हम आपको कंफर्म करके उसके आगे विचार करेंगे, दे देंगे। ये तो रूल है।
Now, Delhi's tally of COVID-19 cases has crossed 66,600 mark on Tuesday with the biggest single-day jump of 3,947 fresh infections, while the death toll due to the disease has mounted to 2,301. The total number of infections in Delhi has risen to 66,602, which includes 39,313 recovered cases and 2,301 fatalities. Amid a spike in the COVID-19 cases without any travel history in Guwahati in Assam, the government has imposed a 14-day complete lockdown in the city in 11 wards from Tuesday night. The administration has decided to impose the ward-wise lockdown in Guwahati to prevent community transmission of COVID-19. However, the essential item shops will remain open from morning 10 in the morning till 5 in the evening. Meanwhile, the COVID screening centers will start the COVID test in the city from today onwards. And an intense lockdown has also come into effect in Madurai and Tamil Nadu from today till 30th of June. The lockdown was imposed by the Tamil Nadu government following an alarming rise in the COVID-19 cases in a bid to give the authorities time to check the spread of COVID-19. The lockdown is in force in Madurai Corporation limits, all the village panchayats of Madurai East and West, Paravai Town Panchayat and Tiruparkundaram. The lockdown has exempted some services including the milk supply, hospitals, laboratories, pharmacies, ambulances and funeral vans. Rental auto, taxi and private vehicles are not allowed except for airport travel and emergency medical services. Vegetable, grocery, mobile shops and fuel pumps are permitted between 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. The central and the state government offices have been allowed to function with 33% attendance. Banks have also been permitted to open with 33% staff only on 29th and 30th June, but ATMs will be functional. Services for the old age people and old age homes, disabled people and orphanages are exempted. Construction and manufacturing activities have also been permitted, availing workers on site during the lockdown period. A complete lockdown will be observed on 28th of June with the exemptions only for essential services. And let's now take a look at the COVID-19 updates from across the country. As per the Health and the Family Welfare Ministry, the recovery rate of COVID-19 has improved to 56.7% in the country, and 258,685 people have been cured so far. Presently, there are 1,83,022 active cases across the country, and all are under active medical supervision. Meanwhile, the ICMR has said that 2,15,195 tests were conducted by the various laboratories for COVID-19 in the country in the last 24 hours. This is the highest number of tests conducted by the laboratories in one day. So far, 73,52,911 tests have been conducted. And a look now at the COVID-19 updates from across the world. Globally, over 92.66 lakh people have tested positive for COVID-19, while over 4.77 lakh have lost their lives so far. The US continues to remain the worst affected with respect to the number of confirmed cases, followed by Brazil and Russia. Over 23.47 lakh people have tested positive across the US, while over 1.21 lakh have died due to COVID-19 so far. Brazil has recorded more than 52,000 deaths and over 11.4 lakh confirmed cases, and trailing behind the US in both the categories, while Russia has reported over 5.9 lakh confirmed cases. The pandemic has taken a toll on everything. Artists have been hugely affected by the global health crisis. Swiss acrobat Freddie Nock walked blindfolded and rode a bike at an altitude of 3,000 meters as part of a performance done on Tuesday to highlight the struggles amid the COVID-19 crisis. And during his performance, Nock broke 3 records with balancing for 40 meters on a slope, riding a bike on a cable car for 367 meters, and walking blindfolded on the same cable for over 150 meters. The air show was organized by Nock and the Swiss Glacier 3000 to support the artists who have been impacted by the COVID-19 crisis all over the world. Many other acrobats participated in the show, including Swiss trapeze artist David Melliard, who performed a show hanged at one of the cable cars 200 meters above ground. Skywalker Raman Catherine opened the show carrying the theme Wheel of the Death. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news, but news and updates will continue here on Doordarshan News and DD India. For the moment, thanks for being with us.